Okay, for sale, my 1978 GS1000 on an S plate, and this is it starting up on a cold start. There you go, that's I was out on it yesterday. That's it starting up after a night in the shed. It lives in the shed, so it's not out in all the weathers. Anyway, let's see how it performs. So the bike was registered first of all 1978. I think it was an import. First, second, third, fourth and fifth. And that's it. It's a 5-speed. So just get up on a faster road. Now I've warmed it up. There you go. That's over 70 mile an hour. And it's quite happily cruising at that. There's no unnerving shakes or wobbles or anything, and it's quite happy. This is kilometres an hour, so that's 120 kilometres an hour, which I believe is somewhere around 75. And it's cruising quite happy at that. There's no wobbles or anything. It all flows quite nicely. I will stop in a minute and have a show round. So that's fourth, fifth, everything works. Oh, there's only 5. Keep forgetting there's 5. I've had the bike about 14 months, 15 months, and I plan to put it back to, well, I plan to clean it right up, put electronic ignition on it and everything, but I haven't had the time, so I haven't got round to it, and it is going to waste, so that's why I'm selling it. So it's the better of the frames. So it's not bad for a 40-year-old bike. It's fairly nimble. Good solid engine, good strong engine. I'll just stop down here and show you around the bike. Yes, I do. Right. I say it's 1978. It's got a slight oil leak through this gasket. There you go, you can see a dot of oil there. But the bike will come with a new gasket. I just haven't got the time to put it on. The knob off the stand is missing, but because it's had a 4-into-1 exhaust, it's not really a problem. It's got the centre stand, as I said before. I've got a second-hand metal badge to go on this side casing, which again I haven't put on, but that will come with it. What else have we got? We've got a bit of a run, a petrol burn down from the tank. Neck of the tank, I think someone's put fill around it to try and stop it leaking when it's tipped over, but I've had no, hence this has been on here since I've had it, so wasn't me. So that's the filler neck, and then we've got this control here is wrong. It's got the light switch on it. The run stop works, the start works on that side, but not the lights. The lights are this side, and the indicators and your horn and your pass light. I think that works. Yeah, there you go. So all the lights are working. He says, I haven't put them on. There you go. The back indicator wiring is a bit temperamental at the moment, but you can see working and working and working and working. This one needs a new rubber in it because it's loose as anything. Again, the rubbers will come with it. They're not cheap. All the bits for these aren't cheap. Yeah, so that needs a new rubber. As I say, that comes with it. Kilometers an hour clocks, and both the needles, I don't know whether you see it on the road test there, fluctuate a bit, bounce up and down. Don't know what's causing that. You got braided front lines. Forks are good and clean. What else we got? Twin disc, which a lot of people said it was really wooden and all the rest of it. I've not had any problems with it. It's not a bad, for the size and weight of the bike, it's not bad at all. So I wouldn't worry about that. What we've got, 4x1 Delcovic exhaust, that's not long been fitted. As I say, I've got the other decal for the other side. It's got good compression on all cylinders. Okay, so this is the date and time, 9th of May, nearly 3:30. This is the one of the plugs that has come out. A little bit black, but seems to be burning all right. And they're all there's the other three. They're all pretty much the same. I think we've got a good burn, not too lean. If anything, slightly on the rich side. So just going to do a compression test. So ignition on, full throttle, and run. There you go, that's one between 145 and 150, so we call that 147.5. That's right hand side far cylinder, so cylinder 4 is that. Okay, I'll move to the next one. I do have trouble sealing it on the next one. Just can't get my hands in there. So out of that one. I'll have to unhook that. Sorry about the delay. I'm trying to do it in real time. So I can't get a proper grip on it to seal it. Alright, let's try this one.
full throttle. That is 130, just on 130, but as I say, I can't seal that. Let's take it down. With the compression check that I'd use, it I can't twist it too much, and if I do, it leaves the end in there and it's a ball ache to get back out. But yeah, that's 130 on that one, and as I say, probably not sealed properly. That's how easy it undoes. Right, round the other side. And in socket number 1, in there. Say the outer ones, I can actually get hold of the thing and put it in there nice and tight. That's what she said. Right, that's in number 1. Again, full throttle. And that one's reading 130, 135. So take that out, stick it in the other one. Something like that. Get rid of that. Again, full throttle. And that is reading between 130 and 135 again. So again, not sure with my eBay special how well that's sealed, but ultimately you got 3 around the 130, 135, and 1 at 145, nearly 150. There you go, just to prove it is in number 2. There you go. So yeah, it's just a cheap doobrey off of eBay. And there's the plugs in order, so 1, 2, 3, 4 across the cylinders. And again, date is 9th of May 133. And just as reference, this is the Haynes manual for the GS1000, and we got compression pressure between 128 and 184 psi, so well within spec, and the service limit is 100 psi. So 135 on 3 of them and 1 at 145. All well within spec. There it is, in black and white. Bit of discoloration here. I did have a leak out of the what's this? The rev counter drive, which I've put a new O-ring in there, and it doesn't seem to be leaking anymore. So I think that's what it was from, because it's too many fins down to be the head. And as I say, it's got good compression. I think it's about 130 per cylinder. As I say, it's got good compression and it runs really nicely. When you first start it up, sometimes there's a bit of backfiring going on until it gets up to temperature. What else have we got? The back shocks are a bit rusty, and obviously this protective spring around your brake pipe is rusty. It's got the pillion set up. The seat it's like sitting on a mattress. It's so comfortable. So we've got good sounding exhaust. Oh, there's a big dent in the side here of the tank, which has split the paint, but shouldn't be too much. It's quite a clean dent. There's no fold in the metal itself, so it should come out quite easily or be filled or whatever. But yeah, it's got a dent in the tank. What else have we got? Under the seat, bottom of the seat is all good and solid. Air filter box, all good and solid. A little toolkit at the back there in the cowl. Cowl's got some signs of cracking on it. I mean, it's 40 odd years old, so give it a break. But yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, as I say, oil leak out this side casing down the bottom here somewhere. But as I say, there you go. So as I say, the gasket will come with the bike. I've also got the rear wheel bearings. I did the front wheel bearings, they've not long been done, so that's all good. The rear wheel bearings will come with it. What else have I got? The rubbers for the indicators. There's 2 spare rubbers. This one's alright. It is this side needs replacing, so there's a spare rubber for that. Not a problem. Starts. Don't know whether the camera picks it up very well. It's quite a nice burble, but not loud enough to offend people, and certainly not loud enough to annoy your neighbours. I'll just show you the headlamp. You've got park light, main beam and high beam. That's all working. Discoloration on the levers. As I say, makes good progress, good strong engine, it really is. Gearbox works lovely, and I say them front brakes, people were saying how wooden they are. Perhaps it's on a different version, or someone's put different discs on this, because I've seen some of them with just normal discs rather than the vented discs, so whether that's made the difference, I don't know. But I've had no issues with the braking at all. Let's go around here. So it does sound quite nice without being obnoxious on that Delcovic exhaust. I'm sure the baffles can come out as well. I think you have to take the end can off and then pull the baffle out through the back of the end can.
So if you want to make it louder, you can. But so I've not long bought that. So there you go, one GS1000. And a few extra bits. So included with the bike is Haynes manual, the rubbers for the indicators, bearings, oh no, oil seals. You're not going to need them, I don't think. There's a cable there. These are all bits that came with it when I got it. Another oil seal. You'd have to check the code and have a look what it's for. Spare speedo drive. These are the rear wheel bearings. Not well, I don't know whether it needs it or not. That's a spare rev counter drive. This is a starter motor rebuild kit with the spare bushings and stuff. You got, oh, there's the side decal. It's not mint, so that's for the other side panel. And got two coils or condensers, and the two sets of points, contact breaker sets for the ignition, which works fine. These are spare time inside cover gaskets. I don't know why he bought so many. That's spare nuts and bolts set, JIS engine screws, and a set of carb screws. Complete set of pads, front and rear. Oh, and the Suzuki decal, which also goes on the cover for the time inside, where your points and everything are. That's the decal for that. And this is the gasket that needs replacing, that is leaking, where the oil leak is on your magneto side. So there you go, that all comes with the sale of the bike as well. So the spare gaskets and the side plate, decal are for this case here, which has got a little dent in the bottom there. So it's good to go. It's on the V5, full V5 with it obviously, is registered as historic, or the tax is registered as historic. So you don't need tax or MOT for the bike. You still have to register it as historic in your name, I think, but that's DVLA. But as I say, it's listed as historic, so no tax, no MOT. So yeah, petrol and insurance, and away you go. If you want it as a project, you can do it up, and if you want to just ride a blast from the past, get on it and ride it. Simple as that. Anyway, good luck with your bidding.